Yep, hey, how you doing? We're on another adventure today. So I decided to change things up a little bit. And I'm coming up to my site here. This is more rural. Not rural, urban. Yeah. Urban's the word I'm looking for. So, out at that site yesterday, if you watch video number 16, you'll see I'm out there probing around out in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the woods, looking for their privy. Well, the thing is with these country sites is they have ravines, and that's where they did most of their dumping. So, you know, privies were not used as much. But here in the urban areas, I'm really close to a big town. Maybe it's a small city, and I expect we will find a nice privy here. There's really no place, no ravines to dump, but you'll see we got an old barn structure here, a little barn structure there, and the house sat right there. So we want to search back here and see what we can find. This house was on a 1914 map again, and it could definitely be earlier from the metal detecting relics that I found here. It was heavily used in the 1920s. Depression era stuff is nice. Depression era glass is even nicer. So let's get in here, let's take a peek, and let's get started. Also today I have plans to take you to a very large glass bottle dump that I found last year. I'm not sure of the age, I really didn't look through it. I was looking for a house site when I found it, but tons and tons and tons, I mean tons of bottles. Wait until you see this place. But we're gonna dig through it and see what we can find. I bet you there's stuff there. At least I'm hoping. So it doesn't look like it was ever really found or dug through, so that's good. So I'll see you when I learn more about this site. The back of the barn, and as I suspected, why I came out here, they did have a little dump area right here in back of the barn. So we're gonna want to dig this. If we don't find anything else today, at least take a look in it. Usually around the barn you would find dump sites. There's a depression right here we want to check. Let's take a peek. Did you hear that? That's a bottle. Yep, this is all bottles in here. Alright, let's keep looking. This barn, look at this cherry tree growing right up through it. See any bottles in there? I see an old bucket. I don't see anything. Alright, see you when I learn more. Well, I got a few sites of interest. Here's one of them. Just gonna start going through and cutting some holes, doing some test pits, and see. Not real promising holes, but there's still plenty of areas to check. I've done my circle around in here and just kind of hit everything that I thought it was, but I haven't gridded off or anything. Haven't done any real grid pattern probing yet, but this looks right. House would have been there, straight back, hit the outhouse, hit the barn. I expected it to be more on the outside of the property, but well, let's dig some holes and find out. It's raining today, so it's gonna get a little wet, but if it ain't raining, we ain't training, as they said in the military. Alright, let's do it. Well, this is looking nice for a pit already. Looks like a fire hose, a nozzle. Got a piece of pottery in there. Can't tell age on that yet. There's some glass, but this is still just at the surface. So get down. The color's right. Start digging down and taking a look. The chunkiness might have been these rocks I was feeling, but there are pieces of pottery in there. So, all right, let's go down a little further and take a peek. So we've already hit the clay, and it looks like there's about a foot of overburden all up here that they might have just pushed here to level off the ground way back in the old days. You know, all I found was this pottery, and this is quite old right here, so that's a good sign. So that's one test hole. That's all that came out of there. One plate, one piece of glass. Can't even tell. I don't see any. Oh yeah, it does have a little bubble in it, so that's prior 20s at least. Alright, let's go dig those other test holes, take a peek. Yep, alright, so after like 10 test holes, we finally got a hit. You see that? That's a clay liner. That's probably a topper, the piece they put on it. This is one. Let's dig this out. It's actually a depression too, and you can see it. I was a little suspicious of that right there because I tested underneath that. I put my probe through it. Usually old wood like that says there was a little structure there, and that could have been the outhouse structure, but nope, here it is right here. Alright, let's start digging. It doesn't feel very deep with the probe, but there are some pane glass so far. That's about it. We'll start getting down there, taking a peek a little closer. I don't know what that is. Alright. Yeah, but the probe doesn't feel like it's going down very, it's not very wide. That's clay all the way around. It's just a small hole. We'll dig it just to be sure. Alright, see. Well, that certainly wasn't what we were looking for. It only went down about 1.5 feet and I hit clay. Only some shards of window in it. Window glass. Alright, I'm gonna go look over there. I see a couple more impressions. That's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting it to be more on the side of the property line. Alright, I'll be back when I know something. Yeah, had to come in, had to come in the barn. Oh, what's left of it. Wait out this rain. It's coming down pretty good. My rain suit has a lot of holes in it. I don't feel like getting completely soaked. A little wet's fine, but completely soaked now. Yeah, it's tough. I think it's my probe, my ground probe. You know, if I had a tip on it, it doesn't have a tip on it. If it had a tip on it, it's a little bit wider than the rod. It pushes down into the dirt, allowing the rod to go even further, and perhaps I could feel the ground a little bit better. But I only can go down about 1.5 feet, but still, even at 1.5 feet, you should be able to feel some kind of ashy layer. This cherry tree holding up this barn. Well, looks like it's letting up. Let's go back here. Let's go back here and check out that bucket. Maybe it has a bottle in it. See anything in there? No. No bottles in here. Nothing. It's scary. You gotta be careful in old barns like this. They can come down at any moment. Alright, so I'm gonna wait out the rain just a little bit further. A little bit. And then I'll go back out. It's letting up. See ya. Yeah, so I dug that because I felt all the stone in there. And it was not like any other place in here. It was the only place full of stone. And usually, you know, some of these old privies were lined, stone lined or You know, they put stone in on top of it to prevent it from sinking. But that's not one. You know, I need a better probe. Better probe for better success. Alright, so let's move on to the huge bottle dump. Let's find some bottles today anyway. We came out here, we tried, until I get a new probe. Probably not going to have much luck. Alright, see ya at the bottle dump. Yeah, nice little surface find already. Coke. Painted label. And it's broken. Yeah, but this is the bottle dump. Everywhere back here. Bottles upon bottles upon bottles. I'm not quite sure of the age, but we'll find out. Taking you back to the main dump. There was an old house back here at one point. Somewhere back here. And I'm telling you, that is an old bottle. It's gotta be. Look at the top on that. Beautiful. We're gonna save that. Bottles everywhere. Look at that. Yep, ball, perfect mason. Double L. Yep. That's 1910 to 1923. Hey Scott, NC bottles. If you like this area, let me know and I'll give you the location. You can come take a peek. There's some unique ones in here for sure, and there's more than I can handle. More than I want to handle. I'm just waiting for my metal detector to arrive. But another ball, perfect mason. That one's broken. All right. There's a soda. What is it? Knee-high 50s. This little knee-high bottle. Alright, so I'll bring you back on when I get to the main site. See ya. Man, I don't know why pricker bushes are so bad in the winter. Man, they really are a pain in the butt. They really stick and they hurt. Summertime's not too bad. They're softer. There's a broken knee-high. Pepsi. Oh, it's loaded in here. Completely loaded. Loaded. Everything. Lots of soda bottles. Lots of everything in here. It's all crunchy. Ashy is what we like to say. 1957. This is the main dump right here. I accidentally found this looking for a house site. Why they would dump way up here on top of this hill is beyond me. There's a whole big pile right here. That's all bottles. How they dump that is another mystery, but that's all. It's all bottles in here, every bit. Let's see if we can get some dates. Not really seeing anything poking out at the top to get a date, but that'll give you an idea. That's a lantern top glass piece. So yeah, when they use lanterns. There's a Pepsi Cola, 40s and 50s I imagine, easily. I don't think it goes much older than that. Well, let's go down there and dig in that pile and see what's there. What was that? Something fancy. Is that a mason? It's a cur, self-sealing. I don't have one of those. Nice. All right. So let's get over here. Start digging some bottles. Hope we find some marbles. There's a nice Pepsi, complete. See it? It still has its paint on it, most of it at least. 50s. Salvageable, I hope. Alright, let's dig in here. It looks like maybe somebody was poking around in here a little bit. But we're gonna poke around the rest of the way. Alright, so see you when I find some. And I just started digging in here, and most of it looks like it's been burned and broken. Found a marble. It's not too seriously old. It's a nice little marble. Found a little fork. I'm gonna shift my way over here. Looks like the glass is a little more intact. And then I'm gonna head up there if it's not producing. So we'll see. It looks like somebody did dig through here a little bit, but what they found, who knows? It looks like it's all broken. Alright, so we'll see when I find something. Yeah, so I moved over a little bit. Let me show you what I'm finding. I got this big old spoon right here, finding lots of medicine bottles and glass test tubes. Yeah, some of it's melted over here, but not as bad. Nice Listerine with embossing on it, 1953 or something like that. Yeah, so there's some nice small decorative bottles over here, and a lot of doohickeys of every kind. So yeah, let's dig in here and see. Look at this thing. That was some kind of test tube. Yeah, it might be medical. If it's medical, that's nice, because you know they could afford the embossed glass and stuff like that, and find some nice unique bottles or whatnot. Never know until you get in there and start looking. See what they have to offer now. You want to be mindful of all the little stuff. There's a little jar, little face cream jar. Is that a light bulb? It used to be. I want a nice old complete light bulb. I think I'm going to start collecting them. Ooh, I see cobalt blue. Alright, so I'll show you what we find in here as we find it. 1920. Wow. Alright, good age. See ya. Look at that. Tell me that's not unique. A cherry smash bottle that's just kind of warped right over. Now that's a piece that sits up on your mantle, and you know it's talkative. There's a crack in it. Bummer. But this goes down deep too, nice and deep, and there's stuff down there. Oh, there's a light bulb, but it's blown out. See it? Looks like it got melted. It's not a antique one, but not like this. That's an old one. Yeah. That's an old one too. Alright. Yeah, I found this nice little medicine bottle. Beauty. Beauty. Alright, let's keep going digging. It's a nice little spot. For sure. See ya. I got something coming out right here. It looks complete. Oh, bummer. That one's not. Let's see if we can wiggle it out of there now. Oh, come on. Oh, look at that. Green. Yeah, it had lettering on it, but look at that nice top. Let's see if it will reveal its date for us. $1923. That's a beauty right there. Anything green, anything color. That is a nice one. Beautiful. So there's nice whole bottles in here, so we got to be careful and dig meaningfully. interesting. No telling what that was. This does not look like a home pit, where a homeowner would dump his stuff, just because of the amount of medicine and stuff. I don't know, it might be. That's a cobalt. No, Noxima, something like that. I got some spoons too. Yep, lots of spoons. I'm on my like third one so far. Yeah, lots of pieces. You just kind of go slow and see what falls out at you. Oh yeah. More test tube. That looks like a stir, a glass stir. You know, some of this medical stuff, if it's in decent shape, is quite rare too. Well, not rare, but at least, look at this. Look at this chain. Do you see this? It's like a tassel. Yeah, no telling. We're gonna save it though. That's why you look through all your little pieces. My man-made little scraper, the 3-prong scraper, already broke. So I'm using this. It's man-made by me. This won't break. Oh, there's a bottle down there. Oh, it's broken. Looks like another knee-high. Finding lots of knee-high. Nope, that's a Pepsi-Cola. Broken Pepsi-Cola. Will it reveal its date for us? Oh, can't tell. 50, I don't know, I can't tell. 16, I don't know. It's hard to tell. It's painted, so I'm not sure. Alright, so I'll get back to you. Oh, you'll never believe this. Do you see them in there? A whole mess of marbles just popped out at me. And they look like they're melted together. They're stuck in globs. Look at that. I'm sure some of them are savable. Look at all these marbles. Look at all these marbles. That's a whole big glob of marbles right there. Wow. Nice. There's another one. I'm gonna have to look in there real carefully. And there's probably more up in there. That's a lot of marbles. Sweet. Love it. Mushed. There's gotta be some savable ones in there. Alright, sweet. See ya. Look at all those other marbles I found. They're all dirty, but they'll clean up nice. I'll show you a still picture of them later. It's a lot of marbles. Must have pulled like 20 of them out easily. Alright. I'm not seeing any more. Because they were right in there, in that pocket right there. We could still find some more when we dig in there. Not seeing them. Alright, I'll show you more when we find it. Look at this big slimy guy. Look at him. Now that's a salamander. Look at the size of that thing. Oh, and he's a cool color. I thought it was fake when I first saw him. Let's put him over that way. Really cool. Alright. Yeah, so finding a lot more marbles too. Got a jar full of them in here. A lot of bottles. Whew, sneezing. A lot of medicine bottles. And I got Pepsi bottle or knee-high bottles and stuff covered up with the leaves. They still have the ACL lettering on them. I want to save them. I don't know. I'm finding Christmas bulbs in here too. This could be a home site. Look at this old lighter. An old Zippo probably. I don't think we'll be able to clean that up at all. But very neat. You never know what you're gonna find. Ever know. Never ever know. Alright, see ya. We got our first snake. And this is a good reason why I don't do this in the summertime. That one's not gonna harm us, but I don't like snakes at all. I don't like to mess around with snakes at all. I'm always in the wilderness and I see a lot of them, and they just don't impress me. Just don't care for them the least bit. They can just stay away from me. we'll be fine. But yeah, in the winter, you know, they're burrowed up. They're going to be slower. So if you do find them, they're not going to be so scary. A lot of little bottles. Tons of little bottles. Tons. Huh. Interesting doohickey. Right in here is where those marbles were. I'm trying to take it easy in here to see if there were more. I might have found them all. Alright, I'll get back to you when I find something good. Here's a beautiful example of a knee-high soda bottle. Yeah, nice, huh? Alright. That's what I was hoping for. Look at that. Nice old lamp right there. Filled with water. We'll clean that up. We'll let that drain. We'll clean that up and that'll look nice. Found one Coke. It was patent office. And got red ants falling out at me. Big old juicy mean ones. And I'm still finding marbles. So look at the size of that red ant. Good grief. Alright, see you when I find something else. Let me get this before it's gone. That white paint doesn't last long. Apple cider vinegar, Speas, S-P-E-A-S. And it also has writing on the back. Very nice. This one too had writing on it. Liquor. Imagine that's some kind of perfume or something. Tons of small bottles, just tons of them. The larger ones aren't really surviving in here. But, man, I'll take smalls. I'll take smalls all day long. Smalls are nice. Look at this. Does anybody know what that is? Or what that would have been? It's pottery. It's interesting. Hard to say for sure. But yeah, once in a while, you want to look back and see if you've seen any marbles roll out. I'm not seeing anything. Doing a pretty good job at finding them, so hopefully we're not losing any. I still have this little area right here to clear out, and then I'm going to clear out right there where the bottles are on top of, and then I'm going to head up the hill there and start digging into that spot a little bit. So yeah, see you then. Yeah, so I'm pretty much done with this pile except for where the bottles are. I'm going to take and put them in the bags and just dig that spot out real quick. I'm finding a lot of snakes in there. I'm on my like 5th one, I think it was. They're all the harmless grass type or whatnot. I don't know my snakes very well. I don't want to know them. Just stay away from them. Fine with me. But anyway, got a lot of nice bottles. Cobalt blue, amber, clear, you name it. It's in there. Sodas. No milk bottles in there. Not a single one. Interesting. But I'm going to get a drink of water, bag my bottles up, dig that spot out, and then head up there. So we'll see you when I start digging that out if I find stuff. Yeah, we got about 100 bottles. Look how many spoons I found. Lots of spoons. Do you want them? I don't know if I'm going to keep them. Oh, I missed the test tube. No telling what else I missed here. This, I'm not sure if that was lipstick. I think it was. Save that, open it up. But I'll find, here's an old Christmas ornament. It's in bad shape. But I'll find metal containers, tin containers and metal containers. And look at that, right there on the surface. That's why I'm digging into this area. Jeez, I can't tell. Patent office, yeah. Should be Charlotte. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Charlottesville. Huh. Well, that's a ways away. It's not quite local. Where was this one from? Salisbury. Okay. That's more like it. Alright. I should not be digging around in here with bare hands. That's a big no-no. Alright, so I'm going to dig into this spot. Right here. Oh, I did find one fork. Okay. I'm sure I'll find another snake. I'm going to leave this thing here. I don't know what that is. It's too big for me to carry on my bike. About 100 bottles. Just found a Coke. And we're going to dig into this spot right there. There's probably 50 more bottles in there. And we'll take a peek up there. I don't know if I'm going to have enough time or enough room to get that stuff on my bike. But we know where this place is. We can always come back. Alright, so see if we find something. We got a nice upper row, king size. I think that was some kind of ginger ale maybe or something like that. It's a knee-high product. Duraglass from the 50s, early 50s. I think Duraglass pretty much was done by 57 or 59 or something like that. A lot of glasses. I got some green, so that's nice. Alright, almost done with this. Yeah, let me show you this nice 50s 7-Up. Look at that. Boy, if that stays nice, that'll be beautiful. Cover that up. Let's put some leaves on it, just keep some moisture on it. It's hard. 50s, it's not so bad to keep that ACL on there, but anything much older, it's tough. Alright, let's keep finding stuff. Alright, so I finished up over there. Found a couple more marbles, a few more spoons, and a couple glass keepers. But it looks like somebody already started digging here, but it didn't look like they knew what they were doing. Because if they did, they would know. When you see this much metal in here like this, mixed in with bottles, that's a good sign. Because that metal creates a cushion and it supports all that glass from breaking, at least for the most part. A nice little amber bottle medicine. Beautiful. That's a keeper. Clear out a spot where we can put these things. Yeah, half the battle is knowing where to find these things. The other half is knowing what the heck you're looking at. But when you're looking at a pile like this is all from the 1940s, 1950s. Look at that. That is beautiful. Ink. That's an ink bottle. They don't use stuff like that anymore. Unless you do. You still use an ink pen and an ink dipper bottle like this. So yeah, somebody was in here, didn't quite understand what they were looking at. And that's good. Because we're here to school them, you know? Look at, man, another spoon. Good grief. I must have like 15 of those things already. But this is a huge pile. This is going to take some time to dig through. Just massive amount of debris. Go slow. clear away gently as you can. Let's see what falls out. Is that embossed? It is. Griffin all white. Any embossed bottle like this that's vintage or antique, you want to save those. They're more desirable than the smooth sided bottles, the slicks we call them. And people like that kind of lettering. You know, they clean up the bottles and set them up on their display or whatnot. This is a measuring bottle. It has measurement on the side. Beautiful. Nice. A lot of small bottles in here too. Alright, so let me dig through here for a little bit and I'll let you know what I find. Well, there's definitely more broken glass in there than there are whole pieces of glass. But we'll have to come back. I found this bowl right there full of ashes. Cigarette ashes. A couple forks, some spoons, lots of bottles, and no telling. Gotta be soda bottles in there. Not finding any milk bottles. Gotta be hopefully some milk bottles in there. Why wouldn't there be? But yep, I'm gonna call it quits. Head on home, put my bottles in to get washed, let them soak, and I got a lot of bottles. They're all small, but I got a lot of bottles. And that's what we came out here to do, get bottles. And I got a lot of marbles. I'm happy about the marbles, for sure. I got a lot of nice soda bottles too. Those are always definitely collectible. So, alright, let's clean up. Let's head out of here. So I'll see you at the motorcycle later. Yeah, easily 150 bottles swimming in the soup. Look at all of the marbles. There's some nice ones in there, and there's some that got melted. And there's some half-sided ones like this one. Marbles are marble, even though there's clear ones, purple ones. Yeah, it's a nice marble set. Definitely. Get them all cleaned up, let them soak. Yeah, I think those are, I forget what they call those, but neat. Alright, that was a good marble find right there. Alright, so that's what we have so far cleaned up. I took those out, I think, last night. Getting some nice color. And it's loaded in there. That bear turned out pretty good. It's not bad. We'll run it through a little muriatic acid and clean it up even better. That milk, unfortunately, that paint came right off. I saved some of it so you can still tell what it is, but it's not perfect. But bummer. Alright, so that's what's clean, and that's what we gotta clean. And found a couple little doohickeys. Can't get that top off that one. But nice marble collection. Alright, thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next time.